Hello, this is Fred from Metalops in France, Metalops TV on YouTube also. So I have two guests. There are three in the band, Cryptosis, but I was a bit surprised because I was happy to have one, but there are two tonight, today. So they are going to introduce themselves. Maybe some people don't know Cryptosis yet, so it's bad. So it's a moment to better know you, your music, and to speak about your new album, second album, Celestial Death on Century Media. So who is you? What do you do? Because maybe Frank. Huh?
My name is Frank. Play bass, synthesizer, and mellotron in Cryptosis. It's a Dutch experimental extreme metal band.
Yeah, it's your definition. You also play mellotron and keyboard.
Yeah,
Okay,
true.
okay,
And bass
okay.
guitar.
And bass guitar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, second, that frontman.
This is Laurens, guitarist, vocals for Cryptosis.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Frontman, but in fact, you are a threesome band, and when it's a threesome band, it's there is special energy, and there is not necessary one more than another in general, and you make a team. You are only three, and when can you listen to your music? I haven't seen you live. Except the live on YouTube, Bionic
Stream.
Bionic Dream Stream. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And we are with lights, etc. But we can feel it. You are very strong, and only three. For me, you are like the muse of cyber progressive thrash metal.
Yeah.
I know it's a congratulation for you, but as
That's
three
a
you can
compliment.
make
That's a compliment.
because you can make a lot of things only three. How do you work? Because you have to be connected. Because when you have five, six, you sometimes you can say, oh, the other guy is going to play a bit. I'm going to make to sleep a bit, not sing or something. But you're only three, and a lot of things happen. How do you?
Yeah,
How you
it's
work?
a technological thing, we
Yeah,
have
of
been
course.
playing together for I think 10 years. These three people, and
10 years.
we have experimented a lot with equipment, with sounds, with
Right.
pedals, with effects.
Yeah.
And so over the course of the years, we came up with a sound that's really big, and this is what we try to expand on for the new album.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
but
added a bit of synths,
yeah.
and some choirs, like make it even bigger than it already is.
Okay, so that is to say that there are a lot of things on live on stage. There are a lot of things with samples, and the technologies help you for that because you're only three.
Yeah, but we use two guitar amps and two
Ah,
speakers, on either side of the stage. We have bass guitar that we also play stereo, also
okay.
with some effects, some with some synthesizer effects.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
all in all, the sound is really really big when we play it in a live setting.
And
So this is
there is no keyboard player on stage
no,
beside you.
no, no,
Okay.
no. I play this with the
Yeah.
bass guitar. I have a pedal that emulates the sound of this orchestras.
Yeah.
But like whenever I play a note, the note will be played through a bass guitar amp and through an amp that sounds, with this synth or with this
Yeah.
orchestra. So it's
Okay.
it's like it's left and right on the drums, and then on the outside is both left and right is guitars.
But Lawrence is sings. You sing, Lawrence, and you play guitars, and sometimes
Yeah,
it's difficult to be focused to make two things. But
yeah.
I find your part not easy to play and to sing.
No, it's not easy at all. It's
Frank doesn't sing, but you sing and you play guitar, and there is a one guitar like in Pantera, only one guitar, so you have to
yeah,
make the
yeah,
job.
yeah. Yeah, it's sometimes a challenge. I think for each album I have to rehearse and rehearse and rehearse to make it
Yes,
to get it all fit together in my head because I have to do two things at once. It's not
yeah.
easy, and each part you have to come up with the groove, to come up with the technique to make it all happen at the same time. So
And
yeah,
to have a
that's
good
quite
sound, to have
challenging.
a good sound, good balance check, sound check, etc. You have to be perfect because it could be catastrophic in the
Yeah,
contrary.
yeah, yeah. It's true. Yeah, yeah. You can fuck up really easily.
You have ears. You have ears. Well, I don't know what the term. Ears in your headphones when you play live. You have ears
No,
in
no,
your
no,
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 no.
no. Oh,
We
okay.
have monitors in front
Yeah.
of the stage, and they play, the
Oh,
sound of the voice. That's
okay.
how we play. Yeah,
And the drummer with the absent, I forgot his name.
Marco.
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 He plays with headphones with the trigger.
He has in-ear system, so he
Okay.
can hear what he plays, and
Okay.
he has some guitars, so he can hear what we are doing as well.
Okay. So let's go deeper in the new stuff. But just before you released, but you say you exist since 2013, but you released Bionic Swarm. It was a first album and a huge album. I was blew up. I don't know if you understand, but I was very surprised, blew up by this album. I say, wow, why it's a new thrash metal, new kind of different influences, but very modern and only three. If you blew up, and so this first album you start very strong, very hard.
Yeah.
It's my opinion, but do you feel that? I know, okay, we are years later, but the reaction, you were surprised, you were totally satisfied, you were because of only the first album, and you released an EP, The Silent Call, between.
Yeah, it's of course you are really proud of what you produce, and we have been playing with this material live a lot. So we see where the material, after so many times we play it, we see where it is a bit weak, where it is strong, and this is what we improved with the new album.
Okay, okay. And so the release of the EP, The Silent Call, I will put on the description the review. Could we say the Silent Call, maybe Laurens, it was the transition, the artistic transition towards this new album, Celestial Death, and we can find also the song, The Silent Call, with the move.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of the first songs that we wrote for this album, and that we wanted to release in between to give the fans also a taste of what direction we are heading, and we also did a tour with Obscura and Cynic at the time, so we thought it was good to have some new stuff around this time to release, and I think it turned out great, and the feedback from the fans, from the media was really good. So we know that we were on the right way for this album.
Yeah, you toured with the Cynic.
Yeah.
Wow, how was it? Because Cynic now it's more quiet.
It was the Focus album, so it was the entire Focus album, the legendary album by Cynic. So that was really cool to be a part of.
Okay.
Yeah, 30-year anniversary.
Did you learn a lot of things on stage to speak with the guys? Did you? I guess it's a huge influence, Cynic. But do you seduce all these bands, etc.? But do you learn a lot of things which maybe help you to create this new album?
No, we already had written the whole album. We just wrote the album. We went on a tour.
Okay.
And then after we came back from the tour, I think next week we went in the studio to record the album that we have right now. So it was more like the last bit of promoting a Bionic Swarm. And already, we played the Silent Call as well in the set list. So, it was to, reach a new audience. It was really nice that the Cynic and Obscura asked us to be part of the tour. So, we made good friends. But in terms of musicality, we already were finished with everything.
And did you alternate every night, every concert, who is the headliner and who is the support band? No, or you were only a support band or only?
No, it was determined already. Cynic was headlining every night. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to know better. What are your main influences musically? And maybe movies. We can speak a lot of things. We can feel it. We can. It's very rich. A lot of things happen in your music, and especially in this new one, Celestial Death. What are your main influences? I say Sadus, Cynic, maybe Coroner, maybe Strapping Long Glass, band like that, more thrash, technically, more futurist. You understand? I put a T-shirt Fear Factory, but I didn't have. Sorry, Cryptosis, but you can offer me. Christmas is done, but no, more seriously. What are you mean? Which music? Vector, Cynic? What? Tell me more about you to know that your influence.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of influences. Everyone in our band listens to totally different music. Our drummer Marco is more like the old school, you know, like Motorhead, this kind of stuff, like more straightforward music. I personally listen to a lot of different stuff, like electronic music. I like a lot of 70s synthesizer stuff, like Klaus Schulze. You know, this kind of artist. Pink Floyd, but I also like the stuff that you mentioned. You know, like this is more like technical bands like Coroner, Atheist, Cynic, Vector. You know, friends of ours. And you know, if you blend everything, Laurens also has
Laurens.
Like he, you know, he's more into guitar-oriented music.
Well, yeah. Also, I mean, I'm also pretty wide in terms of music that I listen to. So there is you know, Scandinavian music, Swedish music. Like I've listened to In Flames a lot when I was young, and Children of Bottom, and these kind of bands when I was a teenager. So these are music genres that I listen to a lot, and that I somehow keep in my mind, somewhere in my subconsciousness. But I also listen to Opeth a lot. I really like this band.
Do you like the last one? The Will and
the last one is yeah. I love it too. And too much to name. Basically, like really loud bands. Also like Osric Tentacles. I love this band too.
Yeah, we also grew up with bands like Dimmer Bar Gear, Cradle of Filth. You know, like I think you can also hear a bit of this kind of influences in our music.
Yeah, especially in the keyboard. You make my transition. And the keyboard, sometimes you can hear like an organ, like in a church. And I think in my mind, I have like vision, but very speed and more brutal. Vangelis, Jean-Michel Jarre in France.
Amazing.
And but more church sounds. It will, and especially I don't remember the song. I think it's a silent call, for example, and there are keyboard parts like that. And Dimmu Borgir, Moustis in the past, Dimmu Borgir played like that. That influences maybe on this new album in a way.
Yeah, definitely. But also Dead Can Dance. Maybe you know them as well. It's on me personally, huge influence. Yeah.
Gerard. Okay, but here we are more speed. Yeah, Laurens, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, you know, I think as a musician, you listen to a lot of different things. At least in our situation, things from the teenaging period, things from later on, like stuff that's really interesting, and somehow you incorporate this into music. I think that's basically it. And we had a clear vision how we wanted to write this album, and it came out like this.
Yeah.
We're really happy.
And who? Alors, so a lot of so many questions. How do you work? How did you work for this new album? Are you able to compose on the road? No, it was already done before you because to compose on the road you have to be quiet. And how did you compose in comparison with this first album? Because maybe you have more pressure this time. And how did you compose it by three? It's Laurens who was the idea of the riffs, because the riffs are very complicated, and I don't know. How do you process?
No, we write, Laurens and me, we are the only songwriters. So sometimes Laurens has a part that he writes at home. I have some parts that I write at home. We meet together, you know, like we live really close, like 5 minutes away from each other. So we can easily meet up. We work every week, a few days on the material, and we work, you know, at home by ourselves together. And we have a large library on Google Drive with the riffs, with ideas, with demos, with drums programmed.
Yeah,
with,
you make
all kinds of stuff.
pre-production. Okay.
We have a really good pre-production phase, and then at some point we pick the best ideas and we start, making songs with this. And it's basically the same way we have been working for forever,
Were you influenced during this time of creation? Were you influenced by the pressure, maybe of the label or the fans on internet who wants more and more, and or you closed and the social network?
We just do whatever we want, and we don't let anyone push us. The label requested material sooner, but we said no. We want to make a good album. We can release it now, but it's a waste of anyone's time and money. And we have one really good song, Silent Call.
Yeah.
Here you have it. Let's make an EP, and let us work on the album, and we release it whenever we feel like it.
Yeah, but on internet. Excuse me, Laurens. Come on. Excuse me.
I wanted to add that we had one bonus track from Bionic Swarm, Master of Life, that we didn't release. So we put this on the EP as well. So we actually made a fit, and we had a really cool show in Athens, our first show in Greece. That was really fantastic, and we decided to put that on the EP as well.
I remember, the live on the EP, this new album, on this new album, studio album. So, excuse me, I'm going to ask again, but do you record different parts of guitars, and we can hear maybe 2 or 3 lines of guitars, and on stage there will be broadcast?
It's just one guitar. We try to keep it as close to what we can perform live.
Produce live. I understand.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So let's speak more about the artwork and the name Celestial Death. So it's Eliran Kantor, if I'm right, who made the new artwork. Yeah. It was him on the first album, Bionic Swarm. It was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also.
Okay, so he's always very famous with the Creator, Loud Blast, Dead Breed, Soulfly, etc. But so there are 11 tracks, and is it a concept album, Celestial Death? Is it because you can feel maybe connections about new technology, the soul, the absence of hope and cold things? Very modern future technologies, IA, I don't know. So is it the concept album, Laurens? I don't know if it's you who wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, it's definitely a concept album, and Bionic Swarm as well, by the way. We always write concept albums because it makes the album more an album instead of just these separate songs, So that links it together, and I think the lyrical theme in general is indeed what you say. It's like the loss of hope, AI incorporation, futuristic kind of things, but it's written from an individual perspective. So it's written from the mind of individuals telling their story, basically.
Yeah, basically it's about the rebirth, the transformative power in a world that we live in today, like with the rise of technological advancements like AI and some other futuristic concepts that were once a futuristic concept. We just entered the new world, and we're still in the process of defining this new world, and this album is our way of exploring and expressing this transition, basically.
The loss of humanity and the machine, a bit like Fear Factory, the machine who like Terminator, who take the power.
Yeah, but then less direct, like less literal.
More philosophical.
Yes. Right.
Okay. Are you worried about all that? in your everyday life, and especially since the new president of USA. But
well, it's everywhere, you know. Like you can't escape it. Like you go out of your house and you look around. You know, people are on the phones all the time. Like no one interacts with each other anymore. You know, like they rather stare at the screen than talk to a stranger next to them. Wherever you are, you know, like it's the internet, it's AI, it's you know, it's enhanced, improved, futuristic stuff. And you know, where is where is the human? You know, where is life? And this is basically what we're.
But without that, I couldn't make this interview, and and people couldn't see you live on YouTube, and to make the promotion, the social networks, etc. In the music, you have to put a lot of singles, new things. There is algorithm, Laurens.
We're not against it. We just, you know, think it's an interesting topic to talk about, rather than talking about people getting killed by chainsaws or whatever metal bands are singing about.
Okay. About the sound, it's awesome, and it has to be awesome to appreciate these 11 tracks. So there is a prologue. There are some tracks more quiet, like motionless, absent balance, absence presence. We can have a lot of breathe a bit, but in general it's very speed. So you recorded in I don't remember exactly the studio, but the mix was made by Frederick Folkler for Unleashed, Fire Spawn, etc. So where did you record it? And maybe you have your home studio, and after you get the tracks to edit and to make mix by in Sweden.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, he plays guitar in Hellbutcher as well.
Okay.
So yeah, we just record here at home. We have a friend of us that is a really, really good engineer, a studio engineer. He works in Moon Music. And like they have all kinds of sick analog stuff. They have tape recorders that were used on Dark Side of the Moon album. You know, like the insane studio. And we just record with him the drums, the guitars, and you know, like we put everything together and we send it to Sweden, and then they put their magic.
And the mastering by Tony Lindgren at Fascination Street, not Jens Bogren, but Tony Lindgren.
Yeah, it's the same studio, but
there are two studios, one in Stockholm and one in another city. I don't remember exactly in Sweden. Okay, but you say Frederick Folkler play some guitars in some songs as guest.
No, he doesn't play. No.
No else made the job. Okay.
Otherwise, Laurens is gonna quit the band if we have someone else play the guitar.
And also, I have a question, more simple, and we are going to quit in 5 minutes. Do you think maybe it's sometimes very complicated to for people, for my parents, I know, for example, to listen to your music and to understand all what happens if you don't know all the influence we speak before, maybe, especially in metal, because a lot of things happen. You can be blow up, but like a bit Meshuggah, but less lower, slower. A lot of things that. Do you think that sometimes it's a bit complicated to understand live, especially, or this record, but you have to take the time to
yeah, but you know, like, why not take the time to listen to something that you like? You know, if you like the sound, then dive deeper into it. Like, you also look at the painting a bit longer than 1 second. You know, and this is how people consume online. But if you go to a museum, you know, like, you soak it in, you think about it. This is also what we aim to do with music.
And what could you advise, Laurens? What could you advise for people to understand, to better know you, better understand what to listen? The best advice you can say to discover your music.
The best way to understand the songs
to have headphones,
is to stream to get headphones and to stream it 100 times per song.
Yeah.
I would say, or 1,000.
Yeah,
but then you will know every part, and you know, we are an experimental band. We are a progressive band, I would say. We blend all these styles together, and we have all these different parts and some technical stuff as well. And it takes some time, you know, if you are into bands like Opeth or Porcupine Tree, or you know, progressive bands, Blood Incantation, the last album, for example. You have to listen to that for a couple of times to really understand what's happening. And each time you hear it, you like it even more. You know, that's what we want to achieve.
Yeah. But the BPM are very fast. BPM you are 300, 200, and
no, not 300.
not
No, it's lower.
Yeah, okay. Do you have other plans for new video coming? There are already singles online, Silent Call, Reign of Infinity, Infinite, Faceless Matter, if I'm right. So do you have a new plan for new video? And for example, the song Cryptosis, which could be your future hymn of the band, Cryptosis for Cryptosis.
Yeah, perhaps, but we have another song coming out, I think in February 4.
Okay, perfect.
It's called Static Horizon. It's also a very versatile song. Personally, one of our favorites. So it's really cool that we make a video for this.
Okay. I like very much, it's the absence of presence or in between realities. I don't remember which one, you know, the keyboard, ding, ding. It's very progressive. I don't remember which track exactly. I think it's absence of presence. When can we see you live in Europe, in France? Maybe you are going to tour in America and all over the world, Asia. I don't know, but in France and Europe. And after I let you.
We have
you know,
we have one show in Dijon in France.
Okay.
On the 3rd of June, we are touring with a band from the UK called Onslaught. They have their Power from Hell 40th anniversary tour. We are joining that tour, and then we have some separate shows that we are doing. And we're working on a South America tour in July this year.
Okay, summer festivals maybe.
So far we have been focusing on tours.
No regular touring, and maybe summer festivals next the year after, because it's already booked. Okay. I'm going to let you. Thank you very much. Good luck with this new incredible album. Very rich, very you have to analyze to understand, but wow, it's very, 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 very good album. And congratulations. I let you.
Thank you.
And this interview will be online in March for the release of the album. Thank you very much, guys.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
I let you.
Thanks for having us.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Au revoir.